Hello. As of starting this recording, it is 8:49. A pretty late video for how ours have usually been. And today, I actually got a comment, a suggestion from one of our subscribers, and it was from Charmy Q, and she said, "I like your haircut. Thank you." That's not what I'm talking about. I know my haircut's pristine, but we're not talking about that. She said, you should talk about outer space. Stuff like, do you think aliens exist or other humans on a distant planet? I am going to be talking about that. I just want to explain what I'm going to be talking about. But I do have some comments that I wanted to shout out because I'm going to start shouting out comments at the beginning of the video. So I'll probably put right here where I'm pointing. I'm probably going to put here where the video actually starts, just so you know. So I have some comments. Let me see if I can find them. So Casey Perkins also commented again, thank you. And he said, I love the idea of shouting out comments every video, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm really glad that you like that. I think that if I shout out comments in the beginning of the videos, not only will it encourage you guys to comment, but it also just makes it fun. I get to kind of have you guys have some of the say in what the comment is. So if you have a funny comment you want me to say, or stuff like that. I do want to bring up, though, that if you leave like 4 or 5 comments, I'm probably not going to read all of them. I'm just going to read like 1 or 2. So if you kind of like, if you like spam me with a ton of comments, it's not ideal for me to read all them. And if I start getting enough comments, which obviously I'm not getting them now, but it's probably not going to be sustainable if I like as I start growing. Hopefully, if I get like 100 comments, I can't read them all, so I'll probably just like choose and see like where they go and things like that. So, but as of right now, I'm probably reading most of the comments. So our second comment is from Samuel Lopez, and he quoted me saying "sexpert," which was from my reading your guys' comments video. I was gonna take that out. I thought it was kind of cheesy, but it kind of fit my personality, and I thought it was really funny. So I just decided, what the hell, I'm gonna do it. So thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate that. And then Hammerbeam, he sent a couple. I'll only read 2 of them. I don't want to read all of them. So he was talking about my camera, and he said, "Oh, sick. We should go film and use it." Uh, I'm not sure. So I had to get a memory card. I'm still trying to figure out how it works. So right now I'm still using my MacBook camera. I'm trying to figure it out. It's really confusing. I've never had a camera before, so I'm just trying to figure it out. But thank you for your comment. And then he also said the camera, and this is something I already read this, obviously, and I didn't know this. So I obviously got a ring light, and he said the camera is supposed to go inside of the circle. I didn't know that. That's very helpful to know because I didn't know, and I'm kind of a person that I don't like looking things up. And maybe it's just because I'm stubborn, but like even if I play video games, and especially when I play video games, I feel like I'm getting spoiled. And not that it was like I thought I was getting spoiled by looking up what the ring light does, but I'm kind of just like a stubborn guy. I'd like to, instead of just like, I don't know, trying to look things up, I'm more of just like, oh, I'll figure this out on my own. So, I don't know. That's the stubborn side of me. But Hammerbeam, thank you very much. And thank you also Samuel Lopez and Casey Perkins. But here's where we're starting. So if you saw in the beginning, I linked you right here. So hello. Now I'm going to be talking about stuff about space, which is very vague. I like it like that. The first thing I want to touch upon is aliens. I do believe in aliens. I think that there is I feel like the term alien is subjective because some people think of, like an alien like with like a big head and like 2 giant eyes and they probe you. But technically, if you're looking at it like this, an alien could be like a germ on Mars. That's technically an alien. Because an alien is just an unidentified life form that we don't know of yet. So that it can fall under the term of alien, but I'm going to take it because I'm pretty sure this is what Charmy meant. Do I think there's like intelligent life forms that aren't like on this earth, that they're somewhere else? I think there are. I don't think that I think it's ridiculous to think that we're the only life forms on this planet or like in the universe because the universe is so expansive. Are aliens close? Maybe, I don't know. Like, but I think that if we think we're the only kind of intelligent life, that's just us being naive and us being almost like egotistical in a sense. But yes, I think that there are aliens. I don't think that the movie Alien or the kind of the stereotypical like green alien with the big head, kind of like Megamind. I'll put him on the screen right now if you don't know who Megamind is, but I'm talking about like Megamind kind of aliens, you know? I don't believe that. Yes, it's possible, but I don't know. It doesn't seem realistic to me because if you're looking at it from a standpoint of I'm a very logistical person, I like to know like there's reason for everything. There's no reason for having that big of a brain, and usually it's for like intelligence. But if you figure like dolphins are smarter than us, and I don't really think they have a bigger head. I'm pretty sure they have a smaller brain than us, but they're like more intelligent than us in different ways, of course. Like we obviously, again, also like to like with the word alien, intelligence is a subjective term. You don't like intelligent could be different for many things. But if you're looking at like an animal, like dolphins are very smart, but they aren't like their heads aren't giant. So you don't really need a giant brain to hold a lot of information. So if I think of an alien, I think more of maybe like one, two, three eyes. I don't think it looks like a human. I obviously can't define what an alien looks like because I've never seen one. And I've also, it could be anything. It could look like an octopus and they may only be able to breathe underwater, but they also aliens don't speak English and they don't look like us and they probably don't sound like us and they probably don't have ears to hear. They may have their ears on, like their hips or something. We don't know. But I think in terms of intelligent life, if you're looking at something that I guess intelligent for me is like being able to recognize your own existence, because I don't really think an ant is fully aware that they're alive. They're really just there to finish their jobs. They're mainly there to please the queen. But like as a human, I can say like I am a real thing. I exist. I'm made out of atoms. I'm made out of cells, and I don't think an ant could say that. But I mean, we also don't know this. But in terms of intelligent life, the way that I just explained what I think intelligent is, I think there are. Whether they're spying on us, I don't know. Whether the government is spying on us through pigeons, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, if I'm looking for a car and they're giving me good deals on cars because they know I'm looking for cars, I don't care. That helps me. I don't know why people complain about that. Yes, it's a breach of privacy. I understand that. But I don't know. I think it's pretty nice. And at the end of the day, humans are selfish. They're going to be doing what they want. If you're going to get mad over that, it's kind of petty. And it's at the end of the day, why are you surprised with how humans are? I don't know. With that being said, for space in terms of aliens, I do think aliens exist. I don't think they're the stereotypical kind of alien, but I do believe that they exist. Now, kind of on the topic of aliens, I was thinking about this a little bit after I saw the comment, and she didn't really, Charmy didn't really ask this, but in terms of technology and like where we'll be in the next upcoming years, I think that in terms of achieving, like getting to Mars or things like that, or like achieving light speed, I think we're far from that. Because, I mean, people even think we faked the moon landing, so who knows anymore. But I think that technologically, I think when I'm, an adult to like an elderly person, I think technology is going to be a lot better. I mean, we have VR, we have Oculus, we have things like that. We have self-driving cars. Our ships are getting more advanced. Now we can land a ship without it breaking. We're definitely making breakthroughs. But in terms of reaching light speed, the shuttles that we have now wouldn't be able to sustain it wouldn't be able to survive the force of everything flying at it. And also, you have to understand, if you're going at light speed, there's going to be debris all over space, and if you're hitting that at light speed, it's going to destroy your ship. Like I've never understood why in like shows like Star Wars, when you hit light speed, it's like you're just phasing through everything. That's not how it works. That would be like saying Usain Bolt like phases through doors if he runs fast enough. That's not realistic. Or if you're flying at light speed and a planet's right here, you're gonna hit it. Like there's no way to steer. So not only do I think not reaching that speed is fast enough, but I don't think it's ideal because unless we have like a straight trajectory of where we're going and we know that there's no debris, or I don't know, a force field possibly that kind of stops the debris, and you're sure because a force field is not going to stop a planet. It's just not realistic. And again, I'm like a realist. I like things that make sense, and that makes no sense. So I think that space movies like Star Wars is obviously fake. We don't have the Force. We don't have lightsabers. Um, and I also don't think other beings have the Force because no matter what, the laws of physics still apply no matter where you go. Because whether it's called gravity or not, that makes sense. Like that's what it is. Because when I'm like the way I'm sitting here is because whatever force is holding me on the ground, that's gonna exist anywhere. Whether it's stronger or lighter, you don't know. Anyway, I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, but reaching the type of technology that is shown in movies, or reaching the type of technology that like alien technology, I don't think it's that advanced. I don't think it's something where like it completely like blows away all we have because everything has to abide by the same laws of physics. And it doesn't make any sense if you have an alien with acid blood because it still has to abide by that would mean its vessels are so thick that the acid can run through them and it's fine. But that would also say even though the vessels are so strong that it can stop acid, you could like shoot it and it would be penetrated. Because if you're looking at it from that standpoint, if you shoot like an alien that has acid blood, its vessels and its skin are going to be so strong. Also, I apologize. I'm using the light from my computer and it sometimes turns off if I don't move my mouse. That's why it keeps going dark. That makes no sense. Like, that's not possible. So yeah, I think aliens are real. I know that was kind of... I think I answered that. Let me just look and make sure. Yeah, so like humans on distant planets, aliens. The last thing I want to say, I don't think there's humans on other planets. I think there could be intelligent life forms, but another human is not going to be on another planet. But the way that life has formed humans to make it more ideal for us to survive, I would assume that if you have an alien who's as smart as us, they most likely walk upright, because the reason why we do that is so we have the mobility of our hands, so we could do things with our hands. That's what evolution did for us. We also did it so we could run faster, because if you're hunched over, it's not good for your spine. And overall, I feel like you could just run faster with two legs and pumping your arms, because that's like the main reason why you can go fast is pumping your arms. I feel like that there's a reason for two eyes instead of one, obviously, so you can like get like picked like on, because it's a survival thing. It's like being able to see right here, like if an animal's coming at you, because that's why I'm not sure if you guys know this, but like cougars or lions, the reason why their eyes are like on the front of their bodies, kind of like ours, is because they're predators. So they're not really looking to protect themselves because they're more than able to protect themselves. So they're looking for prey. And then you have something like a chameleon, and a chameleon's eyes are on its side, and it can shoot like all different directions at the same time. And that's because it's not a predator. It's not like a top animal on the food chain, so it needs to look out for itself. So the way life has made us, we're predators because we're superior in intelligence. So that's like why our bodies were like made the way they are. So I mean, things will change how a human on a different planet is, because obviously they may not breathe oxygen. Their blood may be composed of different chemicals that only exist on that planet. They may live longer based on, because oxygen kills you. You need oxygen, but it's kind of like the reason why oxygen like decays pipes is because that's just what it does. I don't know like the whole chemistry behind it. It's something with like, it steals a ton of electrons. So like if you have metal, the reason why the metal rusts is because electrons get pulled off of the metal and it starts to rust. It's kind of the same with our bodies. Like, even though we need oxygen, the oxygen slowly, very slowly decays our body. So eventually, whereas you would think, like, why am I getting older? The reason why you get older is because your cells are, like, not able to keep up with the constant renewal it needs. So as they constantly die, your body can't keep up with how fast it goes, and eventually you just can't survive because your body can't sustain itself. Anyway, very long rant. That was unneeded. Humans on different planets would be very different. That was basically what I was trying to say, but I was overthinking it. That was a really good question. Those are the kind of questions I'm looking for. Something that I can really think about, because I don't have like a script in front of me that I'm reading. Obviously, I'm looking at the camera. I literally just start the video and I see what comes out. And sometimes that's tough because sometimes I can't figure out what to say. It's just with improv, sometimes you can't figure out what to say, or you can't get your ideas out correctly, or it's just sometimes hard to on the spot think about something. But that's the way I like it, because I would have never guessed where this video was going. I didn't know I was going to be talking about oxygen decaying metal, but that's where it went, and I'm happy with that. And I also think it kind of keeps you guys on your toes. You don't know. It's not like I'm just talking about space. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Please comment if you made it here. First of all, thank you very much. The view time on my videos has been getting very high, and I appreciate that because it shows me that you guys care. Whereas, like, if you're watching for 20 seconds, it's obviously like you're not really entertained. So I'm excited that I can keep you guys entertained more. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. So if you have any more ideas that you want me to talk about, just let me know because I always love to talk about what you guys want to talk about. That was a lot of fun. With that being said, I don't have any updates for the channel. It's pretty chill right now. I'm going to keep pumping out videos like normal. But with that being said, I'm going to start editing. So hopefully I'll get it out tonight. It is January 19th. So if this comes out January 19th and you're seeing this, hello, you're one of the first people to see this. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.